to some of the things that you want.
We'll depart somewhat from the agenda since we have not officially called the meeting to order, but there are I think a couple of things that we can do and we want to do. We have some friends from BOCES with us this evening, and I know there are several of you. I'm not sure how you want to work out this very pleasant event, but I'll let you come forward and introduce yourselves and tell us why you're here.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of...
Can you turn the mic on?
Is it on?
Yeah,
There you go.
It is on.
I think everyone knows me, that I can speak loud enough to fill the room. But on behalf of Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES, we'd like to we'd like to thank the Manufactured Central School District Board of Education and administration for inviting us here for this very special presentation. We feel that all of our students deserve a Student of Distinction Award, but tonight the honor belongs to Michael Servino. So I'd like to introduce the principal of Fox Meadow High School, Fred Santoli, who's going to tell us about why Michael's being recognized with this award this evening. Fred?
Thank you. And I also would just like to thank the board for having us here and giving us the opportunity to speak in Michael's behalf for the outstanding work that he's done with us this school year. I'm joined here by Ms. Patty Lucido, who is also our standing science teacher that has Michael in class and has known Michael since last year, working well with him. I just want everyone to know that Michael is having an outstanding school year. I would like to say that is primarily based on the outstanding staff and the care that everyone gives, but a lot of this effort and a lot of it is owed to the dedication that Michael has shown since the moment he's walked through the door at the school. He's immediately made an impact on all of us with his cheerful sense of humor, his just dedication that he shows towards his academics, and he is probably one of the most well-spoken of students on our campus. We have about 80 students on our campus, all told. So Mike, it's a special honor to be recognized amongst that group as someone who has just done outstanding work. And I just have some comments that some teachers have shared that I'd like to share with everyone here tonight and with your family, Michael. Michael is very well liked by his peers. This is a result of his good nature, great sense of humor, and compassionate tolerance for all those he encounters. He appears to appreciate the challenges others face, and this appreciation helps Mike feel more at ease and comfortable confronting issues as they may arise. Mr. Mueller, his art teacher, shared that Michael is a talented artist who loves to draw. He has natural artistic ability and has a good eye over the creative process and of design. He comes to class every day, enthusiastic to learn and try new things. Michael in English arrives to class in time, bright-eyed, willing to always share with his classmates, taking the lead, reading out loud, and Ms. Schiarella, his English teacher, said, Schiarella says he's a role model for other students to emulate. He's always polite and courteous to others, considerate and respectful, and always a pleasure to have in class and someone that others look to. He has outstanding compassion for others and is always there with an ear for people if they are going through something. Ms. Lucido has shared with us, she had the honor of knowing Michael last year in a BOCES program as well, and says it's not often that you see a student so dedicated, a student that makes such a transformational turnaround, dedicates himself really to doing better and improving the things that he's working on. And really, I remember when Michael came to the school this year and Ms. Lucido saw him, and it was magic to see. He really felt comfortable. And Mike, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever the things that transpired for you over the summer, or whatever's going on, just keep it up, because it really is heartwarming to see you moving around our campus with your friends, going into classes, trying to learn, and just doing a wonderful job. So whether talking to friends, handling difficult academic questions, or simply moving about our campus, listening to some music, Michael seems to have a sense of comfortable determination that lifts the spirits of all around him. Perhaps Mr. Biseglia, Michael's global teacher, said it best when he simply stated, "Michael is a credit to our school." At At this point, I would like Michael to come up because we have some things for him.
Okay, we'd like to award this Student of Distinction Award to Michael Servino in recognition for his outstanding leadership skills, academic progress, and community spirit.
Congratulations, Michael. We look forward to even more great things with you at that time in the rest of the school year. Thank you. Thanks so much. We'd like to thank everybody.
Keep going. Congratulations, Michael.
I can't believe people are leaving when it's time for the superintendent's report. I'm kidding. You're certainly welcome to stay, but should you have homework to do, you're most welcome to leave. We'll give you a second. Thank you. Well, the superintendent's report is something you want to hear. Okay, I want to report that I had a call from a parent recently. I've shared this with some of you. I then returned the call, the way I typically do. I said, "Hi, this is Brian Monahan, Superintendent of the Mahopac School District." And then I paused, and she didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden she said, "Oh, it's really you. I was waiting for the message." Speaking of snow days, if you're in the audience tonight, I can tell you that we have used 6 snow days, and that is 2 over what we built into the calendar. And we now will be in session the first 2 days of spring break, March 30th and 31st. If you're watching on tape, you know, a week or so after the meeting, who knows how many days we've used by then. But at this point, we are 2 over the limit, so unfortunately those 2 days will become school days. The February break will remain intact. They're predicting some weather for tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully that will not come. I can tell you that the board has discussed the calendar for next year. We had quite a discussion about it last night, and I'll be bringing that for your official approval at the next meeting in March. I know parents are anxious to see what that looks like. I can tell you that next year's calendar is more snow day friendly, and as a result, we will not have any snow next year. But that is coming. A couple of other things to report. I've been asked to remind you that Saturday, February 28th is the... we have a quorum.
Go ahead.
Saturday, February 28th is the Cupcake Wars, a Mahopac tradition. Before coming here, I was over at the middle school and actually had a chance to see the 3D printers that the Schools Foundation had purchased for the technology department at the middle school. So a reason to come and support the Cupcake Wars is that this is money that is raised that goes right back to the kids and the programs here. And it's also a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to my first time there. And then finally, over the weekend, I had a chance to attend the Peter Caruso Memorial Wrestling Tournament. That was a wonderful thing to see. I've added it to my list of great stuff that I've learned about Mahopac. A large number of kids wrestling and involved, and parents supporting and raising money for scholarships for our kids. So it's that is certainly positive. And then finally, we've been in touch with our Teachers Association. It's fair to say that all of us have concerns over what is going on in Albany, and we will be partnering with our employees and others, and hopefully our parents, to exert whatever influence we have to make sure that the decisions about education that are made up in Albany are good decisions. And I know the board welcomes a partnership with our staff and our families in doing that. And that is the end of the superintendent's report. Sure.
Yeah.
Ernie, you and I had a conversation a few minutes ago about nearly 4 decades of service to this community. It's and they go fast, don't they? I have two wishes for you on a personal level, Ernie. One, that I hope you enjoy your retirement. 2, I hope you're better at retirement than I have been, because I have not been very good at it. But Ernie, if you would come forward, and I'm going to ask the president of the board to sign this certificate and present it to you in recognition of your service to the children, the staff, and the families of Mahopac.
Okay. All right, thank you for all of your years of dedication and efforts. It's going to be a strange place not seeing you around. I know the kids love you, and so does everybody that works in the district. So we thank you for all your years of dedication and effort. Okay, we now have a quorum, and so let's open the meeting. Can I get a motion to open the meeting, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. We'll start off the meeting with resident comments on agenda items. Anybody? Okay. So let's move on to the warrants. Could I get a motion to accept the warrants as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay. Let's move on to the treasurer's report. Can I get a motion to accept the treasurer's report, please, for November?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
We have... Okay, November and December, okay, because I'm looking at that. No problem.
Yeah.
Can I get a motion to accept the December report, treasurer's report, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. And let's move on to the approval of the minutes. The first set of minutes we're approving is the February 11th, no, I'm sorry, the January 6th minutes. I believe everyone was present for that meeting. Could I get a motion to accept those minutes, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Could I get a motion to accept the working session of January 13th, 2015?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Could I get a motion to accept the regular meeting on January 14th, 2015?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then we have the special meeting minutes from January 15th, 2015. Could I get a motion to accept those minutes, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Let's see. Last but not least, the special meeting minutes from February 3rd, 2015. Could I get a motion to accept those minutes, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay, we are now up to our student most report.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to give you an update on our school proms. The junior prom will be held Friday, March 6th at Villa Barone. The juniors and most will be selling tickets this week and the week of the 23rd. Our senior prom will be held on Friday, June 12th at the Amber Room in Danbury, Connecticut. Our senior most will be having a bake sale at Red Mills on Sunday, March 15th. One of our most committees is working on a senior lounge. The committee is currently thinking of ways to fundraise to create a place for students to just relax. Creating a student lounge would help with the overcrowding of the library and would help make the library a true steady place. The seniors this year who are participating in the WISE program at the high school have started their internships. Students go to various places such as our local hospitals, local businesses, and our elementary schools. Through the program, students gain valuable work experience in the field of their interests. Our annual Illusion concert is scheduled for March 12th, 13th, and 14th. The students have been practicing all year for this performance. All members of the community are welcome at this concert. Thank you.
Okay, Brian, I believe
You've had my report.
we've had your report, so we'll move off of that. We'll move on to section C, which is the committee reports. We'll start with Mr. Keene.
The curriculum committee did meet. We actually discussed the graduation rates, which while they are still remain high, okay, they did fall over the past year. And Dr. Monahan has commissioned a team of the head of special education, the high school principal, and Mr. Trummer, okay, to look into the reasons for the decline and what we can do to fix it.
Thank you. The Buildings and Grounds Committee did not meet in the month of February. We're meeting every other month, so the meeting has been set for March. Mrs. Mancuso?
Special Education met with Dr. Gregory Stoll, the new Assistant Superintendent of Pupil Personnel Services. It was our first committee meeting with him. We had some parents in the community join us. We were talking about initiating a reload for SEPTO, that special education parent-teacher organization. We're trying to get more parents involved. He'll be having an event in the next couple of weeks sent out to meet him and talk about having parents more involved in that. We also spoke about the Meet the Counselors was last month at the high school, and it really talked about general ed, but we really didn't talk about special ed children and some of the opportunities for them going to colleges that have programs for them. So we're talking about having a Meet the Counselors night for students with disabilities and their parents. So we think that will really be helpful to have a whole encompassing Meet the Counselors evening. We also talked about programs moving forward and how we can improve them for our students. And there's a lot more good things to come that we will be able to tell you in the next coming months. Thank you.
Ms. Safra?
Unfortunately, policy did not meet. Every time we schedule a meeting, the weather does not cooperate, so we're hoping to meet sometime next week. Thank
So
you.
I think the clue is don't schedule a
Don't
meeting
schedule-
as
Oh my
it gets
gosh.
snow. Mark? Thank you.
The chairperson of both the Communication Committee and the Transportation Committee is unfortunately not able to be with us here tonight. The Communication Committee did not meet last month. There were no issues that were brought before us. I want to remind the community that if there are any questions that you may have for the board, please do contact us and contact the Communications Committee, and we will be happy to research any issues you have and get back to you on that. The Transportation Committee did meet 2 weeks ago. However, as I said, Ms. Zimmerman is not with us tonight, and as chair of the committee, she would need to make that report. She has informed me that she will be making a full report at our next month's meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pikowski. Okay, let's move on to the consent agenda. I would like to pull out 6F.
All the way F, all the way through I.
I, correct,
They're
thank
all
you.
donations.
Yep, thank you. And Mrs. Mancuso, you wanted to pull something out, where was that? Hang on. That's 6. No, it's 6. Yeah. It's under 7. 7B under advisement, and that's the WISE program. That was the discussion we had last night. It says the
But it's
business
not-
office, we gotta
We'll have to reiterate that.
reiterate
Fix
that, so we'll pull that from the consent agenda and we'll redo it in March, okay?
Okay.
So that's under advisement on page 6. Last person, we're going to pull that so we can correct the word. Okay, so let's start the discussion. Could I get, Mr. King, could you read 6F, please?
Upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Mahopac Central School District accepts the donation of a scanner valued at $1,400 to the Fulmer Road Elementary School from Joe and Jim Leary. Thank you.
Thank you, that's terrific. Mrs. Mancuso, could you read 6G, please? Mahopac Friends of Music?
Resolved upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Mahopac Central School District accepts the monetary donation of $1,000 to be applied to the purchase of new, updated sound system for the high school auditorium.
Thank you. Mrs. Musafir, could you read H, please? Friends of Mahopac High School Drama?
Resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Mahopac Central School District accepts a monetary donation of $2,000 to be applied to the purchase of a new or updated sound system for the high school auditorium.
Terrific, thank you. And Mr. Pikowski, could you read I, the high school PTO?
My pleasure. Resolved, upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Mahopac Central School District accepts the monetary donation of $1,000 to be applied to the purchase of a new updated wireless microphone system for the high school auditorium.
Thank you.
Does that say who is that? Who is donating
High
that?
school PTO.
The high school PTO.
I'm sorry. That's a generous donation on behalf of the high school PTO.
We thank the high school PTO, the Friends of High School Drama Company, Mahopac Friends of Music, and the Fujitsu document scanner from Mr. Joe and Jill Leary. We thank them for those donations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I get a motion to accept the consent agenda, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. And now we'll have resident comments on any topic at this point. Please state your name. Thank you.
Now look into the camera.
You don't know who I am. My name is Melissa Montera. I just want to let everybody know that the Mahopac High School PTO, in conjunction with the Putnam County District Attorney, Adam Levy, is hosting Drug Crisis in Our Backyard on March 5th at the high school. Guest speakers will be Susan and Stephen Solomon, Carol Christensen from Drug Crisis in Our Backyard, Doreen Lockwood, Director of Chemical Dependence Treatment and Prevention Services from Putnam Family and Community Services, and a person in recovery from St. Christopher's Inn who will talk about his recovery and give his story. As I said, it's Thursday, March 5th from 7 to 8:30. We are asking for RSVPs so we can get an idea of how many people are going to attend. It's not just for the Mahopac community. We're opening up to the local or the surrounding school districts. It's open to the public, so we just need help getting the word out.
Where is it again?
March 5th.
At the high school.
Wait, the high school,
At the high
the
school.
auditorium? Do you know where?
We don't know.
We reserve the auditorium
Okay.
and the mini theater. If, depending on the number of RSVPs we get, we might keep it intimate and keep it in the mini theater.
Okay.
So,
Mrs. Montero, could I ask you to contact Jennifer,
I did.
and we'll get it up on the school website?
I did. I sent it to you
Terrific.
today, and then I forgot the attachment, but I sent you the attachment.
Terrific. We want to get it up on the website because
It's already on the high school website.
Terrific.
And,
we'll get it on the district website.
I sent it to Jennifer, and Mrs. Solomoni has already sent it to the Mahopac News.
Great.
And, we're going to just email blast it out to everybody.
This is a problem that continues to be a problem for all communities, as we've seen. We lost another young person this past week, and it's very concerning that we continue to lose our youth to this problem. So we're going to continue to forge ahead and try to do everything we can to help kids and anybody that has a problem. Okay, anybody else? Okay, any board member want to make any comment? Nothing? Okay, could I get a motion then to close the meeting?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out.